This episode starts in a schoolhouse of all places. We get a close-up of all the children's flanks and see their special marks. The teacher, Charlie, comes in and identifies them as cutie marks. A pony gets their cutie mark when they discover their special talent, or what makes them different. A kid in the class passes Apple Bloom a note, and the teacher catches her, but the note is blank. Wait, is this episode following Apple Bloom? Well, I can dig it, as long as she doesn't leave anyone in the Everfree Forest. Sorry, I still can't get over that. Apple Bloom leaves the schoolhouse all depressed because she doesn't have her cutie mark yet. The two bullies from earlier give Apple Bloom and her friend a hard time, and tell them about an upcoming party, celebrating them getting their cutie marks. Yes, this is Diamond Tiara and her lackey Silver Spoon. No one likes Diamond Tiara, and no one cares about Silver Spoon. Moving on, Apple Bloom goes to talk to her sister Applejack, complaining that she doesn't have her cutie mark. Apple Bloom is impatient. She doesn't want to go to Diamond Tiara's party without one, to save herself from embarrassment. Applejack says that everyone in their family was last in their class to get their cutie mark, which gives Apple Bloom the idea that her unique talent must have something to do with apples. It's a logical conclusion, since everyone in Applejack's family does have something to do with apples. So Apple Bloom goes to town to help Applejack sell some apples. She tries to peddle them by showing their multiple uses and annoys the townsponies. She also seems to have a hard time taking no for an answer. Her cutie mark doesn't appear, so she gets more impatient and starts scaring customers. Then she places apples in Bonbon's sack and tries to get her to pay for it. It doesn't end well, and Apple Bloom is no longer able to help sell apples. Apple Bloom is still impatient to get her cutie mark, but Applejack reassures her that she shouldn't be in a hurry to grow up. Applejack asks if there are any other fillies in Apple Bloom's class that don't have their cutie marks yet. Turns out that yes, there is, Twist, Apple Bloom's friend from earlier. Apple Bloom goes to ask Twist if they want to go to Diamond Tiara's party together, but it turns out that Twist has her cutie mark too, leaving Apple Bloom all alone. Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon come by and make Apple Bloom sad. Like, really, totally sad. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything sadder than this. Rainbow Dash sees how sad Apple Bloom is and wants to know what's going on. Then Apple Bloom explains. Rainbow decides to help Apple Bloom, claiming that she can make a cutie mark appear. Her idea is to get Apple Bloom to do as many things as possible, as quickly as possible. Makes sense to me. They try the most oddball things. Juggling, hang gliding, karate, and kite flying. Wait, kite flying? If your special talent is flying a kite, I'm sorry to say, but you're kinda screwed for life. Okay then, roller derby. Apple Bloom fails at pretty much everything and hides in a bush when Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon walk by. Then Pinky comes by and suggests that Apple Bloom would be good at eating cupcakes. An idea that she really likes. Apple Bloom, that sounds like a good idea at first, but I wouldn't plan on living a long, healthy life if that's your special talent. When they finally get to Sugar Cube Corner, Pinky flips in her own Pinky way and suggests that Apple Bloom should try to help her make some cupcakes. Oh, that's really clever, Pinky. Make the kid do your work for you. Then we get to this episode's song, Cupcakes. I'm sorry to say this, but this song kind of freaks the hell out of me. Yeah, I know that this song has nothing to do with anything outside of the show, but that doesn't change facts. It freaks the hell out of me. Once again, Apple Bloom fails at baking cupcakes. See those piles of... Yeah, that's what the best batch looked like. Pinky, how could you eat that? Well, I suppose there are worse things you could put in cupcakes. Apple Bloom thinks that she's got a cutie mark, but it turns out to just be flour. Then Twilight comes in and sees the mess. Both of the messes. Apple Bloom demands that Twilight help her get a cutie mark with her magic. Twilight tries, but is unable to. And when I say she tries until she gets physically exhausted. Apple Bloom feels defeated and decides that she isn't going to the party after all. Or she wouldn't if it wasn't right at Sugar Cube Corner, starting right now. So now Apple Bloom is at the party and she wants to get out before anyone sees her. She tries to hide, but her hiding places vanish. Wait, that guy's special talent is popping things? Apple Bloom, are you sure you still want a cutie mark? I mean, you might end up with something like that. Apple Bloom almost makes it out before she bumps into Applejack, who forces her into the spotlight. Diamond Tiara is about to bully Apple Bloom when she ties a tablecloth around herself in desperation. Apple Bloom tries to make it sound like her cutie mark is the best ever, and that's why she's hiding it. Diamond Tiara is so dense she actually starts to believe the lie. But Apple Bloom trips over the tablecloth, knocks the phonograph off its track, and is now completely exposed in front of everyone. Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon start to tease her when someone shouts out to defend Apple Bloom. It's revealed to be two other fillies who come to Apple Bloom's defense and give a pretty heartwarming speech. They're blank flanks too, and their names are Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo. They upstage Diamond Tiara. Sweet, sweet karma. The three of them decide to join the Cutie Mark Crusaders, a problem that I will have to deal with at a later date. Then we end on a moral that what you think may lose you friends may actually help you gain friends. This was a strange episode to be certain, if only because it didn't really follow any of the main six. Sure, they made appearances, but it wasn't their story, so it was already at a disadvantage putting a character that we either hated or didn't care about center stage. Either way, we really didn't know much about her, but they actually did a really good job introducing Apple Bloom and giving an introduction to the Cutie Mark Crusaders, hereby called the CMC. I'm going to give their episodes the same rankings as I give any other episode, just fair warning. Just because an episode is a CMC episode does not bias my rating in either way. The most shining element of this episode is the moral, and it's a really mature one. There's actually two. The first moral, shown throughout the episode, is that you should never really be in a hurry to grow up. And as much as we've heard the moral everywhere, it's still a good and important one. But the actual moral couldn't have been done better. I don't really have any gripes with this episode, so I'm giving it a gold.